Yeah. Oh, you got stuff on your nose. Oh, let me see. Hey Boo Buddies, Anya here, and we have some book updates, some plot holes, if you will, some plot holes in our illustrations. I don't know what else to call them, so I'm just gonna say they're plot holes because there are details in the illustrations that we need to add, that we're missing, that we needed to do. So we're going to do some quick fill-ins. While we do that, I'm going to talk about some things going on with the process and what's going on because I'm actually working. Yay, there's things to do because I'm actually working, which has been this book has been really, it's not as hard as the last one, but it's comparable. It's as hard as the first one, even though it's not as hard as the last one. The last one was really hard. But this one hasn't been. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this one. But don't you dare tell anyone. Don't you dare tell anyone if you're having trouble with your progress, with your book. Because I made that mistake the other day. I made the mistake of telling someone that I was having a hard time with my book. And you know what they told me? Some very rude things that I'm still having trouble not being filled with rage. Something we definitely don't need in the creative community, at least I don't need in my creative community spaces, is people who want you to be positive all the time, who want you to just get over it and, oh, you're having a problem, well, write anyway and draw anyway and just do it. This is not a freaking Nike ad from the 90s, and it's very frustrating. And if you can't just do it, then you should be in therapy. Oh my goodness, complete stranger on the internet. That was uncalled for. So many responses, and none of them nice. It's not against therapy, it is not against positivity, but you don't know me. You don't know. How dare that be the thing that you suggest? That is, I'm having trouble finding friends again. I don't know. But I'm not putting up with this crap anymore. I'm not putting up with people being bullies and passing it off as, I'm just trying to help. Like, I put up with that way too much in my life. I'm not doing it anymore. We're just going to fill in our plot holes. And in that same notice, I'm trying to learn how to do better watercolor technique. And I think any expert will be able to look at my watercolor technique and tell you I did it, quote unquote, wrong. They will say, oh, that is an interesting way to go about doing that. But you know what they won't be able to say? This looks like AI. And I might be doing it wrong, but number one, I'm doing it. Number two, I'm getting something done, even if it's not the final thing that I end up using. I'm doing it, and I'm learning when I do it. And no one will ever. And number three, no one will ever think that I use AI in my projects because they are so not perfect. And I like that they're not perfect. I think that is part of my style is the hammer it until it gets somewhere that I want, and get it until it's done, and do it. But you're allowed to have a bad day. I always have a hard time getting started. And once I get into a space with my projects that they start to become fully projects, like that's the thing with this one, is we're still putting a book together and putting a project together. It always feels like making a puzzle in reverse. Like you know you're going to make a puzzle, but right now but first you have to make all the pieces. And I'm still making pieces to figure out what's even going to go in our puzzle. And once you have all the pieces, or once I have all the pieces, it starts to just feel like, okay, well now you just sit down and do the puzzle and put it together, and it starts to feel real. But I'm not there yet, and it's very frustrating. And I am being hard on myself, and I don't have anyone but me telling me that I'm being hard on myself. I don't know what I expect. don't know what I expect from creative groups and creative community, but yeah, we'll keep trying. That's all we can do. So now that we've gotten a few more paintings added to our puzzle pieces for this book project, we're going to update the story Bible, make sure that we know what we've done, what we still need to do, and keep track of all the notes so that everything is uniform and all of that good stuff. Keep it all here, nice sticky note, nice in place. And I hope everyone is having a good time with their own creative projects and their own creative communities. And I hope you found some inspiration, and I will see you in the next one, Boo Buddies.